Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. So I wanted to take you guys in and show you my storage unit. I mentioned in my last video that we are doing a huge massive sale this week starting on Sunday, February 19th. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we're putting up and auctioning off close to 500 records. So it's every night. If you don't know anything about this, go see my last video. We're putting everything up on Whatnot, and so I'm really excited about that. But one of the nights, which is Monday night, we are going to auction off a bunch of stuff I pulled out of my storage unit. So I have the storage unit full of great stuff that I got from a gentleman. I bought 10 to 12,000 records from him. His house was absolutely full of records, and pulled a lot of really good stuff out of it when I first did, but haven't really gone through it much since. So there's still a bunch of really killer stuff in there. So today I'm taking you out to my storage unit to open it up and kind of let you see what's in there and see what I'm pulling for the auction that's coming up on Monday night. That will be Monday the 20th. So check it out. Right guys, we're at the storage unit. Gonna go in here, open it up, and see what I can find for the sale that we're doing. Yeah, so the collection I got these from was 10,000 records, 10 to 12, something like that. The guy took really good care of everything, sleeved everything really well. So I'm just gonna go through and just, like, I've been through it several times in the past, but there'll be like a whole box of, you know, Crosby, Stills, Nash, I got a whole box of this and a whole box of that. So I'm gonna go through the boxes, see kind of what pops out, and see what I can show you guys in my unit. So as you can see, everything's kind of in these U-Haul boxes, and like this is just a random example of a box. You know, all kinds of random stuff in there. But everything's got sleeves, all in varying conditions. The guy I got these from, he will go around to yard sales, flea markets, just buy every box of records that he saw. So like over on this side, you've got things that are like, you know, a little bit better, classic rock type stuff. That side, you got things that are a little bit more in the dollar bin variety. So probably won't go over there too much. But a lot of good stuff over here. We'll get going and I'll show you guys what I find. So this is a lot of stone stuff, varying conditions. I just pulled this out really clean, copy of that, you know, above average anyways. And so, you know, depending on condition, I'll pull some of this stuff out. This looks like a decently clean Beggar's Banquet. I'll pull that out. Kind of going through, there's a bunch of copies of Tattoo You in here. Excellent Stones record. We'll pull that one out. Some Girls, everybody loves it. Let's see, bunch of good stuff. This one's a really good, it's in a shrink and everything. There's a Steely Dan record, and then, you know, you got a bunch of Steely Dan stuff. Shoot, why not? Everybody likes Steely Dan. Hook a couple of these out. Looks like a nice one. Looks like a nice copy of that. But it's kind of all over the place. Bunch of Bowies. Alan Parsons. So it doesn't discriminate. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. I didn't pull any of this stuff out. Everybody likes Supertramp. I'll put that one out. But, you know, just going through, this is a bunch of Elton John. I always try to get a nice, clean Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Love that record. So, yeah, this is, it's got the posters and everything in it. Captain Fantastic, great record. One of these boxes actually has sealed stuff, so I got sealed Whitney Houston, sealed Dolly Parton. Let's see, I think there's another box of sealed stuff somewhere too. So this is the other box of sealed stuff. Some of it, like, a lot of it's pretty basic stuff, but Billy Joel sealed's kind of cool. Ivory, it's a psych record. All this stuff is sealed, this whole box. Got the Animals. I seem to like the Animals. Ooh, sealed Miles Davis. Why not? Got the stickers. Pretty cool. Cher. What's that? Richard Petty. That's pretty dope. Sealed. Hey, sealed Springsteen, I'll take it. Let's throw that one up there. sealed Phil Collins Serious Hits Live. Yeah, well, we'll take that. We'll take that. Sealed Best of the Doobies. Wow. Sealed Crosby, Stills, and Nash. That's beautiful. Man, I kind of want to keep that. Sealed Al Green, Barbra Streisand. Every time I get one of these, I just... So everything that I pull out for my Whatnot streams, I try to make sure is really clean. Just so people know exactly what they're getting. You know, nobody wants to go through all the effort of buying a record online and getting it and it being trashed or not in as good a shape as you thought. So I'm going through just kind of picking out some of the really good, really clean stuff. That's like a later press. That's our first press with the texture cover. There's another one. So I'll pick through those and find a good one. You know, a couple of those to choose from, a couple of these to choose from. So all good stuff. Just got to make sure that they're super clean. So anytime I mention a storage unit or anything like that, people always say, oh, well, you keep in a storage unit, they're all going to be warped and all that stuff. These were stored properly in these boxes. They're really tight in here. They're all sleeved, all that stuff. Most records that you have in your possession have probably been in a storage unit of one time or the next. And before I put anything online, before I sell anything, I always, look through, check condition, make sure they're not warped, all that stuff. And so, I mean, also, like, I've had this unit since October. I make sure it doesn't get real hot. You know what I mean? I make sure that, if it gets super hot in here or anything like that, I'm trying to clean everything out before the spring or whatever, which I will get done. But I don't like having them in, even though, technically if they're packaged really tightly, if they're in a box really tight, heat doesn't bother them too much normally, even though I don't like having them in here. I really don't want to have them in here at all because it costs money every single month they're in here, and I really hate that storage unit bill. So hopefully we'll get this cleaned out here pretty soon. Traffic, so good. But yeah, we're working on it, and we'll get some of these bad boys on Whatnot and start making me money instead of me having to pay rent on them. Queen Joni Mitchell. A few more I just found. It's a John Lee Hooker comp type situation. This is a Stevie Wonder Songs in the Key of Life with the 45 and the booklet. Really good. Terry Reid, River, great guitar player. That one I might keep. Can't talk about it. It's clean Steely Dan, Dire Straits, John Lennon, more Steely Dan stuff. A lot of people have been requesting Steely Dan. Killer one. Lonnie Liston Smith and the Cosmic Echoes is a really good jazz funk record. It's Alice Cooper, Pretties for You. Really good early Alice Cooper action on Straight Records. So those are some more I'm finding in here. Got a lot of Willie Nelson in this box. Bob Seger System. Excellent. Smoking OPs. Great record. Yeah, it's like with this collection, it's like this with a lot of collections. It's just like there's some really great stuff and then some really just meh stuff. So just kind of going through. I'm gonna probably do a massive $1 sale at some point in the future at the shop because Fleetwood Mac. Ooh, it's a promo. I might keep that. I'm gonna keep that. You didn't see that. Just because there's so much here that I just need to blow out. Nobody tends to like Fleetwood Mac. Understandably. Ooh, this one still got the Shrink. Tusk with the Shrink. You ever even seen such a thing? Yeah, I just need to get in here and divide it all up. But so much stuff. Ooh, there's a Bob Dylan box. I need to get to that one. Like I said, I have been through a lot of this, so I can't remember what's in here, but this box says Bob Dylan, The Doors, Jefferson Airplane. So yeah, this is the one you always look to see. Does it have the poster? It don't. It don't have the poster. So holy moly, the Bob Dylan Motherload. Holy moly. Blood on the Tracks. Gotta throw that one in there. Like 5 copies of Planet Waves. Hard Rain. Dang. Oh man, there's a lot. Man, there's a lot of Dylan in here. Self-Portrait. Desire. Desire is a popular one that people like. This one's still in the freaking shrink. Yeah, every time I get a Desire band. Bob Dylan in the band. Come on, man. Some great stuff. The Doors. We'll throw that one in there. Jim Morrison. Some pretty solid stuff. This is a great live record. The Doors. This is called Alive. Absolutely Live. It's a good one. It is a good one. Soft Parade. Dang, how did I not? I didn't even know this box was down there. Got a bunch of Jefferson Airplane. Blows Against the Empire. Volunteers. Excellent record, man. Excellent stuff. Sticker on it, I don't know if that one's going to be clean enough. But all this stuff, you know, after I get it all out, I'm going to check condition and everything, obviously, before I put it in there. But it's still in the shrink, man. So we found a few more over in that corner. It's Don McLean. It's a great record. Spirit, great. Essential Psych. Boogie with Canned Heat. Delphonics is still in the shrink. Sorry for the glare. I was going to show you this. For all the Office fans out here. This fella right here. Creed Bratton from The Office. And that's actually his real name in real life as well. There it is. Creed Bratton. So, kind of cool. Probably won't put that up. Harvey Mandel. Nancy and Lee Hazelwood. That's a really cool one. It's hard to find. That was a really nice one to shrink. Savoy Brown, Hellbound Train. A lot of stuff is like, you know, really good classic rock stuff. I've been looking for this box. It has a sticky note on it that says mostly 80s. Boston. Decent. Oh, daddy. Rick Astley. Ooh, it's got a little bit of a. That's all right. I'm gonna put it up because people are gonna want to rickroll their friends, you know. This is always a favorite on Whatnot. ZZ Top, always a favorite. It's kind of cool. It's hard to choose, man, because really any of this stuff. I mean, I start all my auctions at $1, so any of this stuff would sell. People usually like Elvis Costello, but it's just, you know, I want it to be the right stuff. I honestly wish I could just I wish I could just sit in here and auction them off one at a time at $1 each, but you know, somebody's got to ship them. So, all right, so I found a couple more really cool killer ones in here. Mothership Connection, which the box this was in, there's no way I've seen it before because I would have pulled this out so fast. But this is like a VG copy, but I'm gonna let it go on there because people want it. John Prine, absolutely incredible record. This is Alice Cooper. This got the thumb cover. It's kind of one of those things where it was an accident. He had his thumb there, but it looked. They withdrew the cover to do another one. This cover's not the best shape, but it is the thumb cover, so I might throw that up. Intervision, Stevie Wonder, one of my absolute favorite records. Really good shape on that one. A Knitzinger, cool like Texas prog hard rock. Deep Purple. This is one called Barbara Keith. Really good female folk singer-songwriter. Not a record you see all the time, but it is excellent. I always recommend this every time I get it, so I'm probably going to throw that one on there. You know, Jeff Beck, Yes, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of really good solid classic rock in here. Some funk, some soul. I didn't show everything I found, but I showed a good bit of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go log them on to Whatnot so you can see. Some of it might already be there by the time you watch this video, so you can see those records and you can pre-bid on them. You can set reminders, all that stuff. So make sure that you go over to Whatnot. I'll put all the information below that you need to get on Whatnot. Don't forget, if you don't have an account, you can sign up with the link that I have down there and get a free $15 credit towards your first purchase. Even if it's not from me, even if it's from somebody else, you still get that $15 credit. So yeah, go on there, bookmark the shows. I can't wait to do this. And if you're seeing this after the fact, I'm probably still selling on Whatnot, so just go to my Whatnot page. The link still works, all that stuff. And yeah, it's a really great platform. I'm excited to do it, but this is some cool stuff. So I'm gonna go through, make sure everything's really clean, put it on there, and you guys can bid on it. So hopefully we see you there over there on Whatnot.